Damn, that's fabulous. For today's video, we're going to be talking about two very different men, Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter. And while very different, they're actually both very comparable. Alex Rodriguez, one of the best baseball players throughout the 90s and mid-2000s. Derek Jeter, one of the winningest players from the late 90s to the mid-2000s. Let's take a look at how they illustrate the importance of human psychology. Putting aside the controversy of steroid use for a moment, simply put, Alex Rodriguez is one of the greatest players to ever play the game on paper. He is currently fourth on the all-time home runs list and retired just below Babe Ruth in home runs with 661. He's hit 50-plus home runs many seasons of his 20-year career and has a lifetime 290 batting average. Now, Derek Jeter is a little different. Derek Jeter does have a slightly higher lifetime batting average with 310, but you'll notice the big area where A-Rod absolutely destroys Jeter in the regular season anyway is home runs. Derek Jeter finished his career with 260 career home runs. Derek Jeter typically would only hit about 15 to 20 home runs in a season. So A-Rod, greatly destroys him there, which is part of how A-Rod was able to command such, a larger salary and garner much more attention as the power hitter that he was. However, if you look at Derek Jeter has 5 World Series championships, right? He's got 5 rings. He's got a ring for every finger. A-Rod in his 20-year career only has 1. So what's the deal with this? Well, could it have anything to do that when it comes to the postseason and getting the hit when it counts? A-Rod is known for this. And while we're at it, let's not forget about this.
The ball gets loose.
Well, conversely, when getting the hit that counts, Derek Jeter is known for this.
Jeter bats with 2 out and nobody on. Jeter hits it into right. Back at the wall. Game over. Yankees win and the series is tied.
In fact, with the exception of 2009, Alex Rodriguez has been known throughout his entire career to struggle in the postseason. I mean, from 2010 through 2012, he had a postseason batting average of 160 and an on-base percentage of only .448. So Alex Rodriguez is known for choking when the stakes are high, and he's been like this pretty much throughout his career, especially in 2004 when the Yankees lost 4 straight games to the Boston Red Sox, completing one of the biggest collapses in baseball history, which was largely blamed on Alex Rodriguez's piss-poor performance during the series. I believe that A-Rod wasn't psychologically ready to play in New York. New York is a town that cares about baseball a lot. We have one of the most intense rivalries with the Boston Red Sox that you'll ever experience in any sport. If you're not a baseball fan, I highly suggest checking out, series from the mid-2000s. I think that was really the height of entertainment that Major League Baseball had to offer. But Alex Rodriguez simply wasn't ready for the pressure of playing in New York. And as great as his regular season numbers were, he could get a hit when you were up, 10-1 in the 8th inning. And sure, he'll hit a home run and drive in 3 runs and get 3 RBIs. But when it came to facing pitchers like Pedro Martinez, Curt Schilling, and Derek Lowe, he fell short of the challenge, whereas Derek Jeter excelled in these situations. It was simply a difference in psychology. A-Rod fed negatively. A-Rod was negatively impacted by the pressure of playing in New York and the pressure to win and get the hit when it was needed, whereas Derek Jeter fed off of the pressure. Derek Jeter, that was his element. And sure, on paper, Alex Rodriguez is the better player. But this is where psychology comes into play. And you can see, even on things where statistically we should be able to predict, who's going to get the hit and who's going to do better, we're simply not able to because of the factor of human psychology. And Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter proved this example perfectly.